How do I know if I need to translate materials? This is the question I was asked today. If you want the answer, hang on.
Rapport International, professional translation and interpretation services.
So, the person I was talking to today works for a company that does statistics in the clinical trials industry. So, she works with the pharmaceutical industry. It's global, it has to be global now. And they're picking up clients from all over the world. And she said, well, we have a presence in Europe. And I said, oh, where do you have your salespeople over there? And she says, oh, they're both in the UK. So that tells me they're probably English speaking. And I said, where are your clients? She goes, well, we have some in France and some in Germany. I don't think we have any in Spain. And we don't really have any in Asia now. So, that's the first clue that I'm getting that maybe translation would be worthwhile. But there's a series of questions that I like to go through, and they start with the 3 C's. Now, if you've had classic marketing training, you know what the 3 C's are. They're customer, competitor, and company. So I start with the customer. First off, who is the decision maker, and does the decision maker speak English? Well, if your decision maker doesn't speak English, that's a no-brainer. You have to translate, otherwise you're not going to attract attention. Then you have to think about the user. Are you selling something that is going to be used by people that don't speak English? If so, then it might also be worth doing translation. So you got to think of that buyer, the buyer's journey, how you're going to pull them in, attract them, and then how you're going to engage them, and then how you're going to delight them. And if you think you can do it fully in English, then go for it. But all the research does show that people prefer to do business in their native language, and it's a much higher likelihood they're going to buy, and they're going to pay more if you provide materials in their native language. So first off, first C, think about the customer and the buyer and what they're going to need. Second C is the company. Okay, so they have a software that they're selling. And the software is very statistical. So we started talking about what it would take to localize their software and would it be necessary. And there's some words in there that she thought would probably be better translated, but there were other words in there that are very statistical, and they're going to be pretty similar across all countries. So looking at the platform, they probably don't need to translate that. Then you have to think about the company culture. Is it a culture that's going to embrace doing international business? If you've got a senior management team that is, English is the only language, and, we've got plenty of business in the United States, and I just don't see why we'd need to do it, it's going to be an uphill battle to try to do translation and even try to get international clients. And the other area that you have to think about with your company is, what about the employees? So say you have customers that come in that don't speak English. Can your employees help them if they need it? If you're a company that can do most things over information on the website, then that's fine, because you can translate the material on there and they can get all the help that they need. If you're a more consultative type company and you might need to help people, then there are different ways you can do it. You can have telephone interpreting, where it's an on-demand service where you can get somebody on the phone that can help facilitate the conversation. You can have a multilingual chat service, so that can supplement the chat representatives that you have internal, or you can even hire bilingual people. And it depends on how many languages you're going to service. So now we've talked about the customer, we've talked about the company, now let's talk about the competitors. That's the third C. And this, you want to look at, are they translating? Are they going global? Is it industry standard to provide translation? Look at their website, look at the marketing materials they're putting out at conferences, try to see what you can do. And if they're doing that, then you're losing a ton of business by not translating your material and trying to go after the global market. So say you answer all those questions and you decide to translate. That's when you've got to make sure that you go back and do your basic marketing strategy, understand who your buyers are, what your messaging is, and make sure that it works across the different countries or markets that you're going to be targeting. So that's a whole other video that we'll get into. So I hope this helps answer, should I translate my materials in my marketing? Thanks. We're always looking for referrals or to help people when questions come up like this. We're happy to do a free consultation. So reach out, comment, engage with us. That's what makes us happy. Thanks. Bye-bye.
If you found this video helpful, please share it, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you like hearing fun language and culture facts and goofs, use the link below to subscribe to our bi-monthly Tidbit newsletter. And of course, visit our website for more information or to schedule a free translation assessment.